also asked about intermittent fasting and did I do it? Yes, I did. And while I will say now that if you are thinking of doing any lifestyle change like this with fasting or whatever, you get the advice of your GP and your health professional first, especially if it is going to be a major shake-up. Now, one part of fasting I believe everybody can do, and it's something that I do, and it's a 12-hour fast. So I won't eat anything for 12 hours. So that means, say I stop eating at 7 o'clock at night, which I strongly suggest you do, because basically that body isn't doing as much exercise or working out or functioning, during while you sleep. So I would suggest that you stop eating in the evening and through to the morning. So I would stop 7 o'clock at night and then not eat anything till 7 the following morning, sometimes 8 o'clock, depending on when I wanted to eat. So that is something I still do to this day, and it works well. There'll be odd occasions, so Saturday nights, where you may be having a treat night, taking a few snacks or whatever. That's different. You've got to enjoy, but moderate those snacks, remember. It's not a free-for-all unless you're having a blowout treat day, which we all have every now and again, and that's what's good, because life is about balance and enjoyment. But so, yeah, the 12-hour fast, I believe everybody can do. It's just having that mindset and that thinking to not go wandering off into the cupboards. Would I still have maybe a cup of tea? Yes, I did do. I used to have like a cup of tea around about 8:30. I think that was my treat. Still logged on the NutriCheck app. But yeah, so I just found that that was something I could do. It got difficult to do when people in my household would snack round me. So when I know that they are going to be snacking, I try and take myself off somewhere else. Usually it's like a long, nice bath, or it would be to read a book. And I would just let them get their snacking out their way and out of my face, so that I didn't go following them into the kitchen cupboards, because that is a problem. Sometimes you're on this journey on your own. I appreciate that. And other members of your household don't want to fully join in. Or you've got really fit, healthy teenagers who just love those kitchen cupboards. I, I had a teenager, I still have, but he loves those cupboards, and he eats pretty healthy though. I have to give him his due. But yeah, so it can be very, very difficult when people are snacking around you, especially when you're intermittent fasting. But I do believe that everybody can do the 12-hour one and just not eat for 12 hours. Um, eating late at night is particularly hard, though, I notice, for shift workers. Oh gosh, the amount of shift workers who come on and say that they're doing a night shift, and that other nurses and that have brought in piles of treats and goodies, and you really do just have to, again, get into a different system where you take food that's going to nourish you, and then sustain you and be more of a healthier option than the crisps and the chocolate. I've seen, they've sent me photographs. I'm shocked. Oh, naughty nurses. But yeah, I've seen some photographs of the snack pile for the night shift. But yeah, so you've got to really get into a different system. Taking your own food in particular is of great importance. There are other intermittent fasts. The other one I talk about on my website, so you can go and have a look at, is the 16-8 fast. So that's fasting for 16 hours and then and having the 8. I did that for a good while, actually, and with quite some success. And that was mainly me, because I've never have been really a full morning eater. I have to get up in the morning, I have to potter about a bit. I can't just go wading into food first thing. I never have been able to, not even as a child, but that's more of a personal thing for me. So I found that actually, really easy for me to do the 16-8 fast. But again, it takes discipline. And also now, my body has changed and my fitness has changed. And this is the interesting thing. I don't always and don't need now to do the 16/8 fast, because I'm now on a level where I'm just trying to keep to maintenance. So I'm not trying to lose weight. I'm not trying to really gain weight. I just want to stay at a steady plateau of where I am now, but keep my fitness. When I'm doing more of my high cardio, my long runs and things like that, I need fueling properly. So therefore, before some of my runs in particular, I will have something that will fuel me properly an hour before I start running. And that's especially, for when I'm doing my trail runs and I'm doing maybe 20 plus K. That is super important to me, and how I fuel afterwards. But they're for separate videos. This is obviously about intermittent fasting. And what I did do is made sure that I did keep drinking my water and things throughout the fast, because that's important. But I didn't find it too much of a problem. Again, if you've got any health issues, I would prefer that you go and speak to your GP and doctor before you start doing it. However, there is more research now with things like with type 2 diabetes, even people who are pre-diabetic. There's a chap, Dr. Michael Mosley, he's been on the BBC. If you do get a chance to check out any of his YouTube videos, wow, absolutely fantastic. What a guy. Because he was able, through a proper plan of monitoring diabetics, get them to a non-diabetic level just through their diet and their fitness and how many calories that they were intaking. It is super interesting. Maybe there are people out there, you're borderline type 2, and you can have that chance now to reverse it and to change things, with cholesterol as well and things like that. So there's all these different things that it could actually help, and intermittent fasting could help you with. But with anything, and I repeat again, please speak to your GP if you really do have some serious gains to sort out, because you need to make sure that you're on board with this with a proper medical professional, and let them help and guide you too. That's what we have nutritionists for in hospital and in our surgeries, and that's what we have the health service for. And they should be encouraging you to take it on board and to help you with programs. It's something that I am particularly keen in helping people with, something I might be able to get on board with in the future, hopefully, because I can see the difference. Even in my own blood sugar levels, I wasn't a pre-diabetic, but I could see now that my sugar levels and that are at such a better level. My cholesterol's even better. Everything feels better, even in myself. And I think that's where you start to get, this is where you get addicted with health and fitness, because you start to feel in yourself better. So intermittent fasting, it's been a part of what I do. I still do the 12-hour now. I try not to eat after 7 o'clock, if at all possible, unless it's a treat night or a blowout. That's just for my own health. I don't feel well when I've eaten late at night. I wake up next morning, I feel bloated, puffy-eyed. I just don't feel right. So I try my best now to not snack and to be good. Yeah, going to be a hard one, but you can find out more about intermittent fasting, especially on YouTube and things, and many other channels. But Dr. Michael Mosley, he's fantastic. He's definitely worth looking into and watching some of his stuff. And of course, his doctor himself, so he knows about it. He was even, I believe, a pre-diabetic himself, and that's what made him go on the journey. So look into that one.